It's time once again for another Bad Batch reaction. This week it is episode 3. So, quick predictions for this week. I was largely correct about my predictions last week with Cutler Kane and that whole jazz, but this week I'm not too sure as to what is going to happen with the Bad Batch. I know that we're going to probably most likely get more narrative surrounding Crosshair's internal struggle, and this might be the week where we get to see the Bad Batch maybe track down Rex, maybe see where Cody's at, because I think Cody's going to be the big bad. I don't think it's Crosshair. I think he's a huge misdirect. And then of course I think we're going to get a little bit more of an explanation as to who Omega is. Beyond that, I don't know what's going to happen. I do think we're going to meet Fennec maybe next week, but without further ado, let's get to the reaction of the Bad Batch episode 3. I'm so ready. Week in and week out, I am ready. Replacements.
Hey,
oh,
Omega doesn't even have a place to sleep.
Rekka's gotta eat too.
No thanks, you keep it.
Okay.
Oh well, Omega's gotta eat too.
I thought you said they were
So
defective.
Tech is
A theory this device will be able to prove.
I think Tech is testing a way to remove the inhibitor chips. That's the thing I'm getting from their conversation just now. I wonder what moon they landed on. It did look like a moon.
By his inhibitor chip.
It
Of
can
course.
do that?
That's what it was designed to do.
So,
Yes.
it wasn't Crosshair's fault.
Right now we need to find that capacitor and get off
You
this.
know, all hands on deck with this notion that it's not Crosshair's fault. It's not Jesse's fault. It's not Fives' fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's the chips. It's Palpatine. I hate you, Tarkin.
Governor Tarkin. Hope I'm not interrupting.
This guy's
Indeed.
important.
Is that the enhanced clone from the report? On schedule,
War-Mantle.
sir. Our top recruits are here to begin their training.
War-Mantle is the code name that we saw in Rogue One in the list of projects. So Crosshair is going to be the
May I
leader
present
of...
our first elite squad.
A partnership such as this could have promise.
So just to reiterate, War-Mantle is one of the
that?
projects that was seen
I'm a
in
little
Rogue
busy
One
at
in
the
the
moment.
Citadel Tower. This is the horror episode.
It ran off with the pad.
Ran up with the pad.
She's right. The capacitor's
I forget,
gone.
I love Omega
And that was
so
our
much.
last one.
I love her enthusiasm.
All right, kid.
Now we're going to see Omega display all of her abilities. I really hope, because I've been saying that forever now.
That's more than the Republic ever did for me.
Propaganda's already working.
Recruits will never reach this.
I want Saw Gerrera's camp found and wiped out. Let's see if they can succeed.
It shall be done.
This guy's face is oddly like square.
He can't help it.
Yes. Listen to her.
Myself. We don't leave our own behind.
Then we'll find a way to get him back. Somehow.
Agreed. I am 100% in agreement with Omega. A problem with authority this one has. Don't think I didn't notice how they were talking about each enhance, or how each of them have an enhancement. I don't know, I'm really latching on to this theory that she has all of their abilities. Ah, crap, Hunter! You're gonna go after it, aren't you? Here we go. Let's see if she confirms my theory or not. I've never wanted anybody to fail more than this squad. Crosshair, stop. I need you to show some signs of that chip cracking. I know they've been doing their scheduled enhancements of his chip. I need him to show some signs that it's cracking.
I did.
Ooh. Crosshair.
I believe you.
Don't do it, Crosshair. Oh no. This scene reminds me of Rogue One. Massive Rogue One vibes when they were like, we were just promised transport, and they were like, then you're of no use to the Empire. He's just going further and further down, but I still have to have hope that Crosshair can come back from this. Because he's losing a lot of the personality from his voice. He's talking like a robot. Do something, do something. So it's scared of the light, or at least is hostile towards the light. That's cool, man.
I tracked the dragon, like you did.
Is that my blaster?
Oh my gosh. The show's called Bad Batch, but now I'm just enthralled by Omega.
With more time and
A slow
training,
transition.
our forces will be unlike anything the galaxy has seen.
Yes.
We
Confirm
must
it.
ensure our clones remain essential.
Confirm my
the
theory.
original genetic material from Django Fat continues to degrade.
Then it is time to begin the next phase.
Are they talking about Omega? Why did she let her go then? That's the sign that's all the sign I
get us
need,
out of
man.
here.
There's a hint of remorse in that face.
Cover your eyes.
He got her a bed, didn't he? Or he made her a bed. That's awesome.
I thought this place would feel more like a home.
It's perfect. Thank you, Rekka.
Well,
Wrecker gave her
you're
Lula
part of
too?
this squad now too.
Oh man. Oh, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but Crosshair is going deeper and deeper into what appears to be just a point of no return. So the biggest takeaway from this episode, obviously, is that there is a program called War-Mantle that Admiral Rampart is a part of. We saw this project name among many other names like Stellar Sphere and Black Saber in Rogue One in the Citadel Tower. And apparently War-Mantle is a project that Admiral Rampart is putting together that is part conscription and part clone. I think he's hinging on the fact that a clone will train an elite death squad or something like that. And I did hear a couple of theories here and there in our community about how Crosshair could be the template or the start of the Death Troopers, which could very well be the case. The other big takeaway is that Lamasu and Alasei, as I said in my theory video about who Omega is confirming that they have concerns about whether or not the Empire is going to continue with the program and what they're going to do in response to this. And they say that they need the original enhanced clone back. We also got visual canon confirmation that Django's DNA sample is degrading, which is why Kamino can't continue making clones the way it is now. And of course, with the episode titled Replacements, I thought it was going to be Fennec Shand or someone else that's replacing Crosshair, but there was replacements going on both sides. We had Omega firmly finding a place within the Bad Batch squad. She got her own room, she got her own bed, she went on a mission with Hunter, and it was a successful mission. On the flip side, Crosshair had to replace his whole squad, and he's just going further and further down the rabbit hole. And you know, I was looking for a sign that Crosshair was showing signs of cracking, and I think we got it, and I may be grasping at straws, but when he was at his bunk and he was looking down, I saw a bit of remorse, an undertone of remorse in his facial expression, and I think it's starting to get to him. And of course, I love how Omega is pushing the message that I'm pushing, which is that it's not entirely Crosshair's fault. They need to go back for him, they need to help him. So we got another development episode, another plot pusher, which is totally okay. The story is slowly developing, we're seeing what the Empire is doing in terms of Project War-Mantle. And so I think my predictions were largely correct, although I did say we might see Rex, but I said we might. So next episode prediction, I think we're gonna go into Fennec and Rex and all of those people. But yeah, these last two episodes were definitely plot pushers, and I think that next week's episode is due for a ramp up. I think they're going to pick up the pace, and I think we're going to get a climactic episode next week. But so far so good for the Bad Batch. There hasn't been a bad episode yet, but these last two were definitely not on par with episode 1, of course. But that'll do it for my reaction and my review of episode 3 of the Bad Batch. If you enjoyed my reaction and my review, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, hit that bell notification so you know when I post new videos, and of course, that's the end. On to the next one. We are all the Republic, for light and life, and may the Force be with you.